Hi everybody. The technique that I'm going to be demonstrating for you guys today is called the 5-4-3-2-1 method. And this is a grounding technique that you can use when you're feeling anxious or on the verge of a panic attack or having a traumatic flashback. Basically, what this method does is engages all 5 of our senses, so sight, sound, touch, smell, and taste, and helps us feel more connected to our body. When you use this method and this grounding technique, it helps redirect any nervous or anxious energy to the task at hand. So, anybody can use this technique. I'm sure most of us have felt anxiety at one time or another, whether it's before an exam or an interview or a presentation at work. And I will demonstrate how you can use this method, and I will pause so you guys can follow along and do it as well. So, the purpose of this method is, like I said, to engage all 5 of our senses. And to begin, the first goal is to identify 5 things that you can see around you. And it can be simple, it doesn't have to be anything extravagant. So 5 things around me that I can see right now is my television right in front of me, sitting on my TV stand. I can see all of my plants to the left of my TV, sitting on their plant stand. I can see my vacuum cleaner sitting in the corner of my living room, waiting for me to use it. I can see a book that I just bought on Saturday on my coffee table. And I can see the pillow that I have my laptop propped up on. So, I will pause for about 15 seconds, and you guys can identify 5 things around you that you can see. So after you have identified 5 things around you that you can see, you then move on to the next step, which is identifying 4 things that you can feel. So right now, I can feel the keys on my laptop, which I'm recording this video on. I can feel the pillow that my laptop is propped up on. I can feel the material on my sweatshirt. And I can feel my hair. Again, I will pause for about 15 seconds and you guys can identify 4 things around you that you can feel. So after you have identified 4 things that you can feel, you then move on to the next step, which is identifying 3 things that you can hear. So right now, as I'm sitting in my apartment, I can hear cars driving outside past my apartment. I can hear my television, which I have set on real low, but I can still hear it. And I can hear birds chirping outside my window. So I will pause again for 15 seconds and you guys can identify 3 things around you that you can hear. After you have identified 3 things that you can hear, you move on to the next step, which is to identify 2 things that you can smell. Right now, I can smell a candle that I have burning in my apartment right now. It smells like Fruit Loops. And I can smell the pile of laundry that I just brought up from my washer and dryer. So I will pause for 15 seconds and you guys can identify 2 things that you can smell. And then the very last step is to identify 1 thing that you can taste. For example, you could take out a piece of gum, which is what I have a piece of gum right here, or hard candy, or any edible item of your choice and just focus really closely on the flavors. So I'll pop the piece of gum in my mouth. And I will give you guys 15 seconds to identify one thing that you can taste. So after you've identified all of those things, that is the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 method. It is very simple, and you can use it anywhere. You can use it while you're at work, or while you're at school, or even at home. The goal is to just engage all 5 of your senses, and in doing that, you're taking away your focus on whatever nervous or anxious energy you have going on. So it's simple and it's easy to use, and thank you guys for watching.